Yes lads, welcome back to another trading video. So a few things to talk about, right? At the moment, I'm sat on about 1.6 mil. I did go and buy team of the season Salah. I upgraded, I had his 90, I think 4. Trying the 97. Do you know what? There's not really a lot of difference in all fairness. So I did actually buy him because I thought I want him as well. So I thought if I don't like him, I'll try and make coins on him at the same time. I bought him for 493. He's currently sat at about 553. 530k, something like that. I obviously went and bought him Wednesday, just before rewards. I did tell you guys to try and pick him up Tuesday, Wednesday, because what happens then is people sell off their teams as they're going out of packs as well. People kind of panic, but in reality, once they're out of packs, the demand is still there where you can't pack them no more. They go up in price. So a lot of players are starting to rebound a little bit. You've got the right backs and everything that have come down. I think Carvajal hit like an all-time low, and that is just because of Nelson Semedo, which is incredible actually. If you can do this card, I'd recommend doing this 100%. Even if you've got to sweat it out for a few hours, this is like an end game card right here. So I would do that 100%. And there's also a code that got leaked to say there's an icon SBC / moments. So they should be doing that, which so we know it's going to come, right? Whether it's today, I'll upload this at 8 o'clock, so you'll obviously know if it is today or not. I suppose I could do that. Where would it be? Where's the icon? Didn't we have the icon SBC? I'm guessing that's gone now. So that was an 88, I believe. Now, if you want to invest in it or get it for the cheapest as you can, what I would recommend doing is go ahead, go on Footbin, go and look at some of the cheapest. I would say you probably have cards, right? You probably have a few like 90s and things like that in your club sat there. So I'd probably go and pick up a few cheap 88s and maybe a couple of 89s, depends on how many you really want to do, like realistically. So like the cheapest 89 is Edison, which is his Team of the Year nominee card, which is about 31k apparently. It says here, but whether that is, yeah. So that has gone up a bomb. Now what you could see is they could drop it to an 88, which these cards then could go down, and you throw a few 88s and 87s in there. Depending on how much 90s are, I would probably, in all fairness, try and get cards like this. How cheap is he? He's 40k. Right. And then you've got players like Salah. I'm not sure how much Salah's gone up to. Okay, for a 90 rated Salah, he's sitting at like 38k maybe, which is probably worth going to buy a Salah. Nice links and everything like that. And then he could go up also. 38k, right? 38k. So that he's not getting bought for 38k. So it's like 37,750. 32k. I'm going to watch that one. I'll try and get him for cheap. I bid 33 on him. Not only that, right? With Salah, yeah, he's back in packs now, but he's one of them cards that hold value because of his rating. So this icon SBC comes out. This is players you want to be going looking at. Now, if you haven't done Benzema, the 92 rated Benzema, he's only an 82 rated squad. That would be cheapest chips at the moment, so I'd go ahead and do that. There are a few SBCs that you could probably go and do. How much is Oblak? Oblak's in 91. You've got Salah, you've got Inform Neuer. So there are a few, right? So we did look at Edison. You've got Inform Coutinho, who is an 80. I've spelled that wrong. I think it's just an Inform. I don't think it's a. Which, yeah, he's up to like 35k. So he's gone up a little bit already. You do see a rise in these cards, but once these cards start coming out, because what happens is people go ahead and do this SBC and they run out of players. Players like this end up going up all the time. Because they go ahead, right? They spend their coins investing in players like this. They put them into the SBC. Load of players, I'll watch that one. Load of players go ahead. right? They submit them all by a bunch of players, but because they're now out of packs, they go up in demand because obviously there's less of them on the market. Obviously people flood them up, people buy them, people get the packs, they don't get what they want, or they get someone good, they go ahead and do another one. And within like 3 or 4 days, the amount of packs that are going to be opened, so the amount, I think it's a prime or prime moments, which a prime icon was an 88. That was like a month ago. So I reckon this is going to be between an 88 and an 89. They have been good on the ratings as well, like the last couple of weeks. They have been good on ratings, so I wouldn't expect anything lower than an 88. Obviously, prime moments, if it is prime moments, all prime moments, obviously it's going to be a lot of reward there as well. So you've got 89, you've got Kimmich, that could be sat at. Let's have a look at Kimmich, how much he's gone up to. I'd go ahead, go on Footbin, just try and see. I think he's a man of the match, right? Just try and see what their cheapest is, and try and pick it up for that. Now, there's not a lot on Xbox, there never is. So he was 34k. He sat at 30, so I'm going to pick one up, right? Pick a man in the matchup. There's not really, I say there's not really many of them. There's probably loads up, in all fairness. 38k, 39k. But again, I'd go ahead and just buy the cheapest ones. Let's have a look at Allison, right? Has Allison got 2 hours? No, he hasn't, has he? Jesus, right. So Allison, he looks like to be one of the cheapest 89s going. So I'm gonna pick that one up. There seems to be a few of him, so I try and get one on cheap on a bid. I wouldn't, if you're trying to save coins and do it the cheapest you can, try and get him cheap. Try and snipe him, or try and get him cheaper than their lowest buy now. So he's like 34. Let's go 33. I watched that one. I was watching a few cards. I'm gonna go ahead, watch a bunch of these cards. Salah for 33k, that looks alright. We know Allison is about 34, so I'm going to bid 30k. And then we've got Coutinho, which was about, again, all these ratings are kind of similar, so again, I'm going to probably go ahead and bid like 30, 33. And it's also, if you're not doing this icon SBC and you just want to make coins, right? Whether you need 200k or whatever to go ahead and get that last player you want, I would probably recommend going ahead. I mean, you can't go wrong with 89s, right? Because if it is a 90 rated requirement, people are going to throw 89s in it. That's just it. They throw a lot of 89s in it because a lot of people are going to have stuff like 90s, untradeable 91s and that in their club, so they're going to go ahead and throw 89s in there. I think you can't go wrong with 87s either. If you can get some cheap 87s, I'd probably go with that. Man in the match plea, right? Let's have a look at him. A lot of people got him back, which is interesting. I think he's a man. Yeah, he's a man in the match. Let's have a look at how much he's going for. So he's an 87 rated. He's a bit hard in 20, so he's up, right, yesterday. Before the code come out, this card was 17k. Let's have a look what he was Thursday. He was 15,250. The code comes out and he's 24k. And what happens if the code doesn't come out today? If it doesn't come out when people are expecting it to, people get sick of their investments and they go ahead 20k, and they go ahead and they just sell what they've invested in just to try and make coins back because they think they're gonna lose out or something like that. So we just got him for 20k. We could actually probably flip him for 20. I reckon we'll probably get 24 for him, which in all fairness, I might get 25 for him. I might put him up for 24 just to try and make some coins. The thing is, I won't do many of these, so 24k. It's not the most profit, but again, it is still profit. I mean, I'd go that the most for Salah. I've completely forgot what he's worth now. But yeah, I'm not going to go any more than that in Salah. I'd probably as well, because if you if you go through all the ratings, right, start seeing who's worth what. Go 10, 250. You could probably search a bunch of them all at the same time. So, also do this. Like their max price would be about 33. So if you do see any 88s, you kind of know where to bid, and you can kind of see more at the time. So we're going to go for, we're not going to see many, are we? No, they're mainly 84, so let's change this to like 25. Right, Goretzka there. He's a very cheap 88. Oh, is it 89s? Yeah, it's 89s, isn't it, that are where you want to be at, so. There's another 88, 26 for him. So let's have a look, right? We've got I think he's a head on a streak, right? No, he's a headliner. And then you go. So he's sitting at nearly 40k. I'm going to bid 26 on him. What is he? 36k. He's sat at for an 88. And then we go and get outbidded. No one bidded on him. Why are they outbidding now? But that's kind of what I would do. That's kind of how I'd pick up these players for the most. 34, yeah, we're not really interested on Salah on that. Alright, let's have a look at him on Footbin. Moreno, right, 88. Well, what's his price really been at? 39k for a while. Jesus. It may be as well because of the objectives needed to do Matey Boy, but yeah, I mean that would be good. That'd be good. That's just gonna be it for the video. I don't want to make it a long one or anything like that. Just these are the kind of players that I'd be investing in. Some of the 88s, 89s, 87s. If you can make money on 87s, I'd do it. But you're best off doing 88s and 89s. If 90s and if 91s are close to 90s, I'd go and pick up some 91s. If 90s are close to 89s prices, I'd go ahead and do that as well. But overall, the main goal is, if you're making coins, is to get these for the cheaper price now than what they're going for. So don't go ahead and snipe load of Morenos that are up for 40k, because his price may not go up to 40k. There might be panic and he might go down. The goal is to get, well, he's about 36k. The goal is, if he's 36k now, to get him for at least 32, 33. Just anything cheaper than 36. Just in case if he does go up, you are going to get that profit. If he goes from 36 to like 39 and you've bought so many for 36, it's not really worth it. You need them cheaper than what they are now, or the price you're doing it now, to get it. I'm going to put this video actually up before 8 o'clock, because it doesn't make sense putting it up after 8 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, because the SBC will already be out. So that's kind of pointless for that. But that's a bit for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. I will bring up a video because I will go ahead and invest in a lot of these players. Once I do and I get them, I'll go ahead and build some packs, see who we can get things at. So make sure you subscribe, put the notification bell on, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.